Happy Halloween. Um, a lot of us, especially my age, I wonder, should I give out or go out? I was like, hmm, I'll give out until like 6:37 and then go out. Right? Why not both? Um, I know there's like parties, but I don't know. People have different mindsets. I don't think I'll go to a party this year, just because. Maybe next year. Actually, yeah, next year I'll go to one. Um, Anyways, so the top 31 candies, that's what we'll be discussing today. At 31, we have one that there's a certain crowd that loves this candy, and if I don't mention it in the top 31, they're going to be cranky. But I can't mention them super high because I personally, and I know a lot of people will agree with me, no matter how nostalgic this candy may be, I wouldn't, it would be at the bottom of a bag and be eaten in like March or something. So at number 31, I have Gobstoppers. Now, Gobstoppers are very nostalgic for some people, you know. I I personally I personally don't mind them. I'll eat one, but it's gonna be at the bottom of my bag. Um, I yeah, I'm gonna stop right there, you know. Number 30, I have Mounds. This is a good candy for people who can't eat nuts. Because you know the commercial, almond joys have nuts, Mounds don't. You know. That's what I'd do there. Also with Gobstoppers, I'd put dots right around that area, with tied with Gobstoppers dots. You know, at the bottom of your bag. You don't mind them, but excuse me. Oh. At number 29, we have the Whopper. A candy I don't mind. You know, it's gonna be at the bottom of the bag, at the bottom of the pumpkin, up at the bottom of your pillowcase. Take a pillowcase, you can hold more. And you already have one, you don't have to pay for it. Done. You're welcome. Um, IFAC. Yeah, so I don't mind Whoppers. Rojo. Another one, it's not as prevalent, Rojo. I've seen it more in stores lately. It's weird. I was at Target and I still see a lot of candy out, but maybe that's because of the excess amount of candy that's out that they release. You know. At number 27, this used to be a higher candy for me, Laffy Taffy. As maybe a 5 to 9 year old, it might have been in my top 10. But now, I think there's better candy. I have better taste. Number 26, I have Almond Joys. It's kind of weird that they have that one almond and then the rest chocolate. Kind of weird, but I mean, a lot of people love Almond Joys. At number 25, I have Airheads. Well, I like Airheads a lot. Um, Airheads are, I'll eat them any time of the year, kind of. And I don't see them super prevalent in my candy basket, anyways. Number 24 of Jolly Ranchers, always something I had at school, you know, in middle school. Um, Not so much on Halloween as much, but I love a good Jolly Rancher. And number 23, I have Skittles. I know there's some really tasty Skittles, like those sour Skittles, those smack. But as a whole, I'm gonna put Skittles there. I think they're just better. At number 22, this might cause some controversy, but Butterfingers. I am a fan of Butterfingers. I'll eat a Butterfingers. Um, That'll probably end up at the bottom of my bag, but there seems to be excess of Butterfingers. So, you know, that's where I stand with that. I don't mind them, I'll eat them. And they're a nostalgic candy. Number 21, I have Kiss. Every once in a while I'll see Kisses, and they're nice. They're petite. Um, if you're not looking for something super big, there you go. Probably good for parents, madly in love, you know. At number 20, I have a regular Milky Way. Now, this would be more interesting if I went into specific types, like But I just did it specifically of like candies that I've hit me different. Like the Milky Way, there's some flavors that I love, and there's some other candies of flavors that I love, you know. And some flavors I don't love. But regular Milky Way at 20. It used to be higher. At number 19, I have Starburst. I love Starburst. They're small, they're good flavors. Pink and red are a smack. Orange is good, decent. Yellow's eh. But I love Starburst. Those pink and the red make up for it. At number 18, I have Hershey's Cookies and Cream. This is one of those that like you have to mention. And like this is like the only time you might eat them. At number 17, I have Mike and Ike's. Mike and Ike's nostalgic movie theater treat. I was kind of debating whether I should put Junior Mints on the list, but I strictly eat them at the movie theater. Although I've gotten them one year, and I love Junior Mints. I do love Germany. I do love peppermint and chocolate. So, and then at number 16, I have Swedish Fish. The only reason I have it higher is because, like, well, the only thing about Mike and Ike is it's more nostalgic. Whereas Swedish Fish, I can't imagine. It's more recent. And when I'm older, hey, Sonny, do you remember Swedish Fish? Oh, those smacked. I need one. I should feed one to my fish. I have a shark out back in the pool in Florida, you know what I'm saying, and Hurricane Zion just wiped us out after 40 years. Anyways, that's like, I don't know. At number 15, I have Warheads / Trolleys. I remember back in the days, I was at a friend's house, and after trick-or-treating, and I was like, man, I was always kind of afraid of sour candy at that time. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. My friend was like, no balls. So I did, and I was like, this is not very sour. So I kept trying the more sour ones, like the extreme will blow off your head. I never did. Never gave me a heart attack either. Even though your head and your heart are connected, and your soul, it's a trifecta. Illuminati, confirmed, debunked, nerfed, sequeled. Take it or leave it. Anyways, so that's what I have at number 15. And I love Trolleys. I might even rate them higher. Number 14, Fifth Avenue. And not the most popular candy. Not mostly distributed. I hope to see more in my basket this year. I do like a good Fifth Avenue. I've only had it very few times. Like maybe like once. So I can't give an accurate rating, but I remember loving it. And number 13, I have the regular, the old, the standby, Hershey's. I know it's just chocolate, but Hershey's are always classic. At number 12, I have Sour Patch Kids. Nostalgic. Sour Patch Kids are good. Nothing else to say. Number 11. Some people don't like these. I like them a lot. I've kind of like, they used to be like top 5, but then they dipped down to 10, and then they went down to like 30, then they kind of went back up to 15, and now they're on their way back up. Three Musketeers. Let me know what you think about Three Musketeers. They're interesting. Like, I think like 3 is enough, you know. Three Musketeers. 3 is enough. But they're not in my top 10. You know what is in my top 10? Number 10, Yorks. Peppermint patties. I love peppermint patties. You don't see them often in your basket, but I love a good York. Number 9, I have 100 grand. Some people be like, there's better candy than 100 grand. I love the texture. I love the caramel inside of it. And everything. I just found on the internet a $55 5-pound Twix bar. There should be a challenge of Who could eat that? But I love 100 grams. I love the texture. I love the caramel. I love 100 grams. But something a little better, and some people rate this in their top 3 even, but it's number 8 for me, is the Twix. I was debating. This is where it gets heated. I do love a left Twix, or right Twix at. Debate in the comments, left or right. I'd probably go left myself. Anyways, I love Twix, always nostalgic candy. You know, I do like Twix. Number 7, I have Baby Ruth. I do love a good Baby Ruth. I think they have changed over the years of how they've manufactured and what they put in their bar. Hopefully nothing illegal this year with that fentanyl. But I do love Baby Ruth. Number 6, I have the brand itself, not a specific flavor or nuts in them or not. M&M's. I love M&M's. I know my grandmother does too. She has like posters of way back when they were being created and stuff. I wonder when M&M's was created. 1941. 81 years ago. That actually makes sense. By Mars, yeah. And they've been around like my whole grandma's life. Wow. At number 5, a candy I love that crunch when you crunch down on a crunch bar. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I love crunch. I think crunch is slept on. I think crunch is delicious. That'll be one of the first candies I eat. I mean, I'll eat one tomorrow if I get one. I won't stop trick-or-treating until I get a crunch. Creamy milk chocolate with crisp rice. At number 4, Snickers. I mean, you can't debate Snickers not being in your top 5 at least. I love Snickers. You can't go wrong with them. I think they're better than Twix, hands down. Because they don't need a left Snickers and a right Snickers. It's just Snickers. And that's one of the first candies I'll eat too. I might eat a Crunch before that because Crunch are less common. But I'm more likely to buy Snickers, you know. So at Halloween at that time, I'll want to Crunch more. Number 3, Midnight Milky Way. One of my favorite candies of all time. I love Midnight Milky Way. My favorite Milky Way. Oh, man, they're so good. At number 2, want to have a break with a Kit Kat. I love Kit Kat. I love snapping and sharing it. They're meant for sharing. Chance the Rapper loves it. Chance the Rapper isn't. He's alright. But anyways, that's a different conversation. But I love a Kit Kat. I could definitely switch around my top 5. But in terms of Kit Kat versus Crunch, I might rather have a Kit Kat. Oh, I don't know. I love Kit Kat though. Number 1, and it has to be my number 1 because I have one sitting right next to me. And I'll be handing it out. I can't. The Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Milk Chocolate. They're my number 1. Peanut butter and chocolate. You can't beat that combination, you know. Anyways, that was this week's video. Happy October. It's been a nice one. In terms of upcoming videos, I know I've stopped the NFL ones. It didn't seem like you guys are enjoying them. Well, maybe you were. Let me know. I have some other upcoming ideas that similar to this. I was debating whether I was going to do top 31 costumes, but candies. You gotta get the candies. And I myself am just gonna get like a mask and put my hood up. Easy enough. So that's all this week. I hope to really start uploading more. I've been so busy, but I miss you guys and your support. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great Halloween. Happy Halloween.